Welcome everyone to WWE 226 Universe Mode. This is Night 2's press conference. We are yet again joined by Zayn Saint Savior, HW Superstar. Zayn, how are we doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're doing very, very good, actually. What an amazing Elimination Chamber we had on. What an amazing Elimination Chamber here tonight at London. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, it has been very enjoyable night.
It was an incredible weekend. And Zayn, I'm happy to have you, but I'm also happy to have Haunted Jacob here, making his first appearance here on a kickoff show. Actually, on a press conference. You were here for the kickoff show earlier tonight, where we broke down the matches. Now let's break down the matches again, now that we know all the results and such. Tonight, Roman Reigns, LA Knight are live with us as well, believe it or not.
Yep.
So we're going to get some nice interviews from these superstars. Roman Reigns, who last night defeated Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight, obviously the winner of the men's Elimination Chamber. I would like to start with you, Zayn, who yesterday predicted Edge and LA Knight as the final two. And what the final two was, it was these two superstars. But Edge did not win, unfortunately. But hey, you're a good predictor. Let's talk about it.
It's very funny. I predicted that last night, and funny enough, I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Surprisingly, I honestly, I didn't think that Edge or LA Knight was going to become the final two, and they were. And surprisingly, LA Knight won. Personally, I want to see Edge versus Cena at Mania, but LA Knight needs this. I feel like it was about that time.
Absolutely. And LA Knight is a man on a mission. And now he's going to go on and face John Cena at WrestleMania.
But now here's the second question. Where does The Rock tie into all of this?
That is the exact question. And we might get answers from LA Knight later on tonight in this press conference. Haunted Jacob, I'd like to know from your, side of things, where do you think The Rock, the final boss, we all know he has a lot of power. Can he maybe grant himself a little something?
Yeah, I think he will be included in that match, but not as a wrestler, but as a referee. And I think he will be the special guest referee of that match.
Oh, really?
In the main event of WrestleMania.
You see, that could be interesting, Zayn. I don't know what you think about it, but The Rock does hate John Cena. The Rock does hate LA Knight. Maybe? What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting. I think it would be mostly interesting to see, The Rock as the referee. And considering that he does hate both of them, who knows? It might happen. It might not happen.
Yeah. We'll just see how this road to WrestleMania goes. Elimination Chamber. Well, we got Nia Jax defending the women's championship versus Lita and Stephanie Vaquer. We had Trick Williams defend the United States Championship versus Sami Zayn, and we obviously had our main event, the men's Elimination Chamber. Zayn Saint Savior, I'd like to know, now that you've seen all these matches, which match really struck you the most? Which match can you say that, oh my goodness, this was potentially the match of the weekend?
This might be a controversial one. Maybe not. But I will say the unsanctioned match.
I agree.
I'd probably agree as well.
Sammy and Trick, they brought the hell out of each other, and they showed it tonight. And speaking on that topic, I mean, I'm really excited to see what Trick has got going on the road to WrestleMania since a certain person,
Yeah, we all saw that.
has got something for him set up for Mania alone. But yeah, I think the unsanctioned match really showed out the most tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's talk about some new matches for WrestleMania that were announced. We've got Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. That is official. We all knew, Becky Lynch who had won the Elimination Chamber last night. We knew she'd face either Nia Jax, Stephanie Vaquer, or Lita. Now it is confirmed she's facing Nia Jax. I would like to talk to you about, yes, Nia Jax retained the Women's World Championship. She defeated Lita and Stephanie Vaquer to stay champion. She pinned Stephanie Vaquer, but we all saw at the end, Lita walks out on Stephanie Vaquer at the end, and she abandons the match before its conclusion, and it just leaves Stephanie Vaquer all alone with Nia Jax, and Nia Jax pins Stephanie Vaquer. It's like sort of if Lita knew her fate, she knew she wasn't going to win, and she sort of left, but I don't know, that's kind of why, why? I don't know, Haunted Jacob, if you have some thoughts on that. Why would Lita abandon the match? Such, a huge match before WrestleMania. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, I think Lita whatever. Lita left the ring and look at Stephanie Vaquer get destroyed by Nia Jax. Number one, I think there's two reasons for that. Number one, we know that Nia Jax is a monster, and we know Nia Jax is very difficult to beat. And if people like to beat Nia Jax, you need to be multiple women, because you cannot take Nia Jax on your own. That's almost impossible to do. And second of all, I think Lita knew she's a little older superstar than the both other women that was in the match, and she was probably thinking, "I'm never gonna do it. She's too strong, and
She might be retiring.
Yeah. So what I'm maybe now, Vaquer was thinking the only way to win against Nia Jax is by pinning Lita, or by Lita pinning herself, Vaquer. But Lita left, and that made right away the Stephanie Vaquer lost. So I think maybe that's they're gonna be angry at each other that they didn't team on Nia, and I don't know, but we're gonna see on Raw more information on Lita.
What do you think about that, Zane?
Honestly, I'm kind of with Jacob on this one, but I will add some point of details. I sort of do see it as almost like a rite of passage, and Lita is a Hall of Famer. That's really no debating. She's done a lot of things for this division. She's done a lot of things for honestly for the women's division as a whole. I mean, we got one stacked card, and Nia Jax is personally the queen of it all. I mean, she's holding it down for Monday nights, while Tiffany Stratton is holding it down for SmackDown. I mean, you kind of see it. You kind of see it in a way. I mean, I guess Lita, like Skeletor mentioned, maybe potentially retiring. I mean, maybe it's a rite of passage. I don't really know. And I think there's going to be more questions that truly needs to be answered when we get to that point.
I don't feel that it's over between Lita and Stephanie Vaquer. I'm sure Stephanie Vaquer is going to be like, look, I know this is a triple threat match. We're not supposed to team up, but come on, like, don't you want to win? And Lita didn't seem like she wanted to claim a victory there. She just abandons the match. Anyways, let's move on now real quickly to the unsanctioned match. A tremendous match. Trick Williams, who survived Sami Zayn in this brutal match, And it's also what happened after the match. We saw the return of a certain Viper, and he hit a devastating punt kick to Trick Williams. We know what's probably going to happen at WrestleMania. My question is now, actually, it's not a question. It's actually, I'm seeing these comments here. We have a certain Randy Orton in the comments. Randy Orton RKO, who's back. And that's why let's talk about Randy Orton, right? The Viper Randy Orton hits a punt kick to Trick Williams. Zayn, Saint Saber, and Haunted Jacob. Can we all agree this is potentially leading to a Trick Williams versus Randy Orton matchup at a WrestleMania?
I mean, obviously, it's gonna come to that point.
And Jacob?
I mean, because as far
Go ahead, Zane. Finish.
I mean, honestly, when you really look at it, Trick is up and coming. I mean, he's really the future of the WWE. As much as I know, Randy returned, stating his claim he wants the United States Championship. And as much as I know, we know the damage that punk kick can do. We all know. Trust me, it's put up down plenty of stars. And honestly, with that punk kick to Trick, I guess that was a message saying, like, I want your title, but I'll do it by hurting you in the process.
Absolutely. A vicious return by Randy Orton, and to come in and just punt kick someone out of the blue. You know, the punt kick is not a move that we see often. It's, you know, once in a...
It's a dangerous move.
It's a dangerous move.
It's a dangerous move.
Once in a while, Randy Orton's going to use it, and when he does, well, that means he's willing to go somewhere very far. And I'm really sorry for Trick Williams. He had to go through Sami Zayn. It was already hard for him. Now he has to go through Randy Orton. I can only imagine the poor Trick Williams. Are you guys happy with this result, though, with Trick Williams retaining the championship? I know we were all not... We didn't root for Sami Zayn, but we certainly had, like... we almost all predicted that Sami Zayn would potentially win the matchup with how ruthless he has been on SmackDown. Let's start with you, Jacob. Are you happy with this result going into WrestleMania?
It's fine, but obviously, I would rather Sami Zayn that won the title. But after the match, like we talked about, Randy Orton returned and he hit a punt kick to Trick Williams, and I think that will be a great story for Mania. I think it's a dream match, Trick Williams, Randy Orton. I think it's going to be an amazing match for WrestleMania. So I'm happy, after all.
How about you, Zane? What do you think about it?
I feel like it was Trick's, first likely defense. And as far as I'm concerned, he needed that more than Sammy, but I say Sammy needed it just a lot more. That's what I kind of hoped for. He needed it a lot more than Trick could ever offer to him, and I feel like whatever goes, for Sammy, I mean, I wish him the best of luck, but the guy is still pretty much one of the top stars here. You cannot tell me otherwise. Sammy in this universe will definitely get that swan song and might lead him to a championship. Who knows?
He's bound to get a title, that's for sure. I mean, at Bad Blood in 2K25 Universe Mode, he went after John Cena's Undisputed Championship. That did not work for him. Trying to go for the United States Championship. That did not work for him. Look, we'll see what's next for Sami Zayn. We know certainly for a fact that we kind of know what's next for Trick Williams. We'll see what happens on our next SmackDown episodes. I like to point out though that our next SmackDown episode is in St. Louis, and we all know who's from St. Louis, none other than the Viper Randy Orton. So
yeah, the Viper himself.
The Viper himself. We'll see what happens as we get to SmackDown in St. Louis. Don't miss our next Raw episode in Louisville for episode 9. Louisville, a great city.
Yeah.
And yeah, we continue this road to WrestleMania. And how about we take a little short break, and then we'll come back, and I believe LA Knight will be ready for us for his interview, and then we'll discuss what we witnessed in our main event in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Zane, Jacob, we'll be back. Save the storm, save the night. In the darkness, find the light. As the world shatters, we rise. In unity, defying demise.
I'm war ready. I'm battle tested. This the story of a fighter who's got nothing to lose. Battle tested. Next opponent he choose will be left broken and bruised. Just me and my crew, we battle tested. I'll live for everything and you know we'll wreck it. Let the first warrior stronger than me take a shot at coming here to try to brawl with me. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. Put your money where your mouth is, no stalling with me. I've climbed to the highest point, there's no falling with me. Yeah, this is your moment, you better own it. Go on tonight until there's nothing more left. And I've been waiting for this, so I'm well rested. I'm war ready, I'm battle tested. I'm ready for war, I'm battle tested. Made it through the fire, now we're here to wreck it. We're ready for war, we're battle tested. Made it through the fire, now we're here to wreck it. I'm ready for war, I'm battle tested. We're ready for war, we're battle tested. I'm ready for war.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Elimination Chamber's Night 2 press conference. We had an incredible night last night for Elimination Chamber, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Becky Lynch, who is your Women's Elimination Chamber winner. Roman Reigns was able to defeat Drew McIntyre despite the interference from Shinsuke Nakamura at the end and the interference by Seth Rollins earlier in the match. John Cena retained his Undisputed Championship last night. Cena will be defending against LA Knight at WrestleMania. Tonight, though, what we had Nia Jax successfully defend her women's title. It was a no-brainer, I guess. Nia Jax, who continues her dominant reign. Trick Williams, who retained his United States Championship. I don't know how he retained, but an incredible unsanctioned match. Trick Williams surviving Sami Zayn. And the main event was the men's Elimination Chamber match between LA Knight, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Edge, and Bobby Lashley. We've got LA Knight, the men's Elimination Chamber winner, with us here. And after, we're going to discuss his interview and the match itself. Zane and Hunter Jacob, let's hear LA Knight.
Hey, LA Knight. This is Shannon Gallion from GalleonFamily.ca. Thank you for letting me ask you a question first. LA, what a victory you had actually just now in London. How did this feel, and what are your thoughts on your victory tonight?
Thoughts? My thoughts are exactly what I said they were going to be before I ever stepped inside that chamber. Everybody had their favorites. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Edge, Bobby Lashley, Braun Breaker. But at the end of the night, there was only one man standing, and his name is L.A. Knight. Yeah! That wasn't luck. That wasn't a fluke. That was 6 men walking into hell and 1 man walking out with a WrestleMania main event. I've been overlooked, doubted, and told I wasn't the guy for a long time. Well, tonight, all those people got their answer. Now, John Cena, I hope you're watching, because the road doesn't end at Elimination Chamber. It ends at WrestleMania when I take that undisputed championship off your shoulder and put it around mine. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact of life. Yeah!
That's a great answer, LA Knight. For WrestleMania, do you think you're going to get screwed out of your title match? We've seen you getting screwed versus John Cena in the past. Can it happen yet again?
You want to know if I'm worried about getting screwed again? Let me answer that for you. Survivor Series. Travis Scott counted faster than a hiccup, and everybody in this room knows it. Did it cost me the undisputed championship? Absolutely. Did I complain about it? No. I got back up, I kept fighting, and now look where I'm standing. So if you're asking whether I'm expecting somebody to try and take this away from me at WrestleMania, you're damn right I am. That's what happens when you're L.A. Knight. People don't want to beat you, they want to rob you. But this time, it doesn't matter who's standing on the outside. It doesn't matter if it's John Cena, The Rock, Travis Scott, or anybody else. They're going to have to do a whole lot more than count fast to keep me from becoming undisputed champion. Because at WrestleMania, when that bell rings, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Just me, John Cena, and 1 championship. And if Cena thinks history's gonna repeat itself, he's got another thing coming. Yeah!
Here is Sanyen from Sport Addict TikTok, the North American. Here's my first question. You only did the Edge to win the match. What does it mean to defeat a Hall of Famer on a stage like this?
Edge is one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots. Hall of Famer, world champion, legend, all of that is true. But here's another truth. Legends don't get a free pass when they step in the ring with L.A. Knight. Yeah! Eliminating Edge wasn't about disrespect. It was about proving that this isn't his era anymore, it's mine. You don't earn a WrestleMania main event by living off somebody else's legacy. You earn it by beating them. And that's exactly what I did. So how does it feel? It feels like another step toward becoming undisputed champion. I respect everything Edge has done for this business, but tonight he found out what happens when the past runs into the future. And the future's name is L.A. Knight. Yeah!
Whoa!
Wasn't that great?
Oh yeah, yeah. He said yeah like in 4 different ways. That was awesome. Oh my god.
Oh my lord. The excitement in the LA Knights, I mean, can I really call that excitement? I mean, he's ready for Mania. He said that before. He is ready for Mania. And that's the man who we have seen main event against the GOAT, the best of all times, you know. the greatest of all time, John Cena, and it is all coming at WrestleMania for the undisputed WWE Championship.
You have something to say, Jacob?
He's ready for Mania, I agree. But the mission isn't over till he wins on
Absolutely.
Mania. But yeah, he's ready. We can see in his he's ready.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. He does seem a little angry though in his voice.
Yeah.
There's still some
I mean-
anger. I don't know why.
I'm guessing the anger is probably from the attack from The Rock, maybe.
Yeah, he's maybe still angry at The Rock,
Yeah.
but no mention of really The Rock. Did we hear a mention?
No,
No? No mention of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I don't think I've heard him mention. I don't think during his promo he was really focused on The Rock, but I feel like we brought the attention back to that point actually.
Yeah. Oh, nope. Yeah, I said yeah. I would say yes. All right, yes. Yeah, you're right. And just really some great questions from our interviewers. Who did we have? We had
Very great question.
We had Shannon Gagliano
this woman called Shannon Gaglione.
from where was she from again?
I don't know what news outlet. I don't know. Shannon some
Shannon Gagliano.
this reporter, I don't know.
And we
Zane.
had,
I have no clue who she is.
And we had Samuel from Sports.
We had Samuel from
Samuel.
Sports Attic.
Oh
but
Lord.
great questions. though,
Well-
great questions.
Well, holy Samuel.
Devin in the chat, yes, Jacob and you guys are friends, all right? You don't have to say bye. You don't have to always ask the same question. Yes,
By the way, we answer
Jacob.
questions in chat so you guys can ask.
Yeah, ask questions and ask whatever you guys want. Sebastian
Actually,
asked, he wanted to ask Ellen a question on what he thinks of facing Cena on the biggest show ever. I'm guessing that he's pretty ecstatic about it. He's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or what was the way he was saying it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's official. John Cena defends the undisputed championship versus LA Knight. And in 3, 2, 1, we could all say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena defends the undisputed championship versus LA Knight in one of the main events of WrestleMania. We all know it's 2 nights. How about an early prediction here? John Cena or LA Knight? Let's start with Zayn St. Xavier. Oh, I think it's obvious. Are we all going with Cena?
What can I say, man?
All going for Cena. But
what?
what if The Rock is in the match and it's a triple threat? Are we still with Cena?
Ask Zayn.
Zayn,
He
are you
knows.
still with
He
Cena?
knows.
You know, you got a good point, but I'll still go with the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I'll still go with Cena.
I'd say the
agree.
same.
I'd say
We
the same.
all
Again.
agree. That's nice.
Again,
Because
that is a very controversial answer from me, but personally, you're gonna have to go with Cena, right?
I think
That's my opinion.
What do you think, Jacob?
I think that
Sorry.
The Rock is he's too of a part-timer to be a world champion. He's too he's not on the shows too often. Like the 2 times we've seen him was 3 we saw him at Chamber, we saw him at Rumble, and I think we saw him once on SmackDown.
I mean, we saw him wrestle on SmackDown.
Yeah,
John
so
Cena.
Eh.
And LA Knight came and
Oh,
interfered.
And in that same night, yep.
Yeah.
And in that
then-
same night, we also saw LA Knight, attack both of them with 2 BFTs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the match actually it's already built. We could actually be getting The Rock, John Cena, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
That could actually
I mean,
happen.
it's there, but
That can
that's-
happen, honestly. But I don't know.
that's an answer or probably maybe a future problem we can come up with, that might come up in the later points of SmackDown, since we are on the road for WrestleMania at Atlanta.
Absolutely. And that's right. John Cena, LA Knight. For now, the Undisputed Championship is on the line at WrestleMania in Atlanta. And we announced that yesterday. Jelly Roll is hosting WrestleMania. Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll. Zane, any thoughts on Jelly Roll?
Country artist singer Jelly Roll, they're coming to WrestleMania at Atlanta. And very excited to see Jelly Roll, and I think maybe fans might enjoy it, maybe fans might hate it. Who knows? It's a very controversial opinion, but I can't. But that's only a question to ask the IWC later on after this stream.
Absolutely. I would just like quickly to answer a question from the comments. Mr. Cool Boy, who says, "Can you explain the new AI feature on the website?" Many of you guys may not know, but if you guys go on our CJ Wrestling website, where it includes a page of HWE and then the other page of WWE 2K, there's this new AI feature. You can actually ask AI some questions. If you guys have questions regarding where to get along around the website, it's gonna tell you where to go. It's also gonna answer questions about your current storylines, current superstars on the roster. If you want to ask what's Zayn Saint Saber's record in HWE, he's gonna gladly answer all of these questions. He's going to answer whether it's regarding HWE or WWE 2K, and I believe it's a great way to use AI, in such a way to grant you information and to help you guide, yourself through the website. So thank you, Cool Boy, for this great question. So back to the main event, the men's Elimination Chamber, and LA Knight wins, but how did we get to that point where we had Cody Rhodes get eliminated first? And I'd like to talk about that. Cody Rhodes getting eliminated first. I was honestly shocked. He was one of the favorites going into this match, and we all know in Atlanta, his hometown, WrestleMania, I'm sure he has this extra spark in his heart. In his heart. And it just didn't go his way. So how about we talk about that? Are you shocked, Haunted Jacob?
No.
Yeah, Zane?
Very shocked. Very shocked. I mean, WrestleMania is in Cody's hometown. We all expect him to be there, but he didn't win tonight. LA Knight did.
Absolutely. And Haunted Jacob, can you talk about CM Punk then getting eliminated after that?
Yeah, that
Again,
was
another
the
shocker.
Other shocker.
Another shocker.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, and
CM Punk, for me, he was in my top 3. Me, I had a Breaker, then I had Edge, then I had Punk, and then I had LA, and then I had Cody, and then I had Bobby. So yeah, it was still a shocker. Those two first eliminations were a shocker, and
Even
Braun Breaker was not-
Braun Breaker.
yeah, Braun Breaker got eliminated very, very quickly, and
By like a roll up by Edge, I believe.
yeah,
It was
this move of all professional wrestling, a roll up.
yeah.
No, we ain't, and no, keep in mind we ain't talking about fruit roll ups in here.
Absolutely. I'd like to know a comment on this live. Curtis Hartley, who he was the one who asked us for some advice for his universe mode early on in the kickoff show, and we gladly gave him a nice little 20-minute little guide. So no problem, Curtis. And if you have any more questions or thoughts or whatever you want to say, drop it in the comments. We're very glad to answer, whether it's myself, Jacob, or Zane. So let's go back to the men's Elimination Chamber, and Yeah, so shocking eliminations right off the the get go, and we then had our final three: Bobby Lashley, Edge, and LA Knight. Was everyone thinking about LA Knight winning in that final three? I kind of thought Edge was gonna do it, but
And not originally. I thought it was Edge coming into this night too. I mentioned in the past. I mean, I'm interested to see Cena versus Edge. We know the history between the two, and as far as I'm concerned, if they want to recollect that history and finish the final chapter at WrestleMania, I mean, I'd be excited because I think it'd be awesome. Let's see. And it's in Atlanta too, so.
absolutely, and we kind of like the dark horse. Like no one was really expecting him to win, but Bobby Lashley, who reached the final three.
That was a great performance.
Great performance by Lashley. To be honest, we weren't really talking about him.
Like I said before, freak Bobby if you nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I swear to God, someone. I swear to God, I bet you there's gonna be. You know what? Actually, let me make a little bit of a chat chant over here. Hey, everybody who's watching this, type "Freak Bobby if you nasty" in all caps. I'm trying to make it
Comments,
weird.
everyone.
Drop it in the comments.
Some other comments. Sebas Reed, who says, should Zayn join this universe mode as a potential general manager? And then we've got Curtis, who says he should be a second commentator. So what are your thoughts on that, Zayn?
That's my thoughts. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be awesome to see me, maybe join this universe mode as a GM, or maybe as a commentator. I'm all about, more likely personally, helping next generation. I see more in the next generation, the more in the future, but also see more in the present as we got now.
Absolutely. We'd be very happy to include you in some way. I mean, we're already including you in some way, but maybe in a bigger way. So, well, anyways, we'll speak down the line, Zane, that's for sure. And, yeah, great Elimination Chamber main event. And obviously the headline, which is that the John Cena versus LA Knight match is official for WrestleMania. Now let's take a short break, and then we're going to get Roman Reigns getting interviewed. We're going to discuss his interview and then give a nice little final thought on the show, and that's going to be the end of this press conference. Short and sweet, and we'll see you all very, very soon.
Sweet like cake, baby.
Absolutely. Zane, Jacob, we're going to be back.
Like a heat stroke. I can see you lurking through the peephole. I'm stacking different money type of seat notes. I'm talking seat notes, nigga, hit seat notes. You spend what you want, and you get what you want. I guess you got what you wanted. You're hitting the pole, and you get what you all, and you keeping it honest. It's too many nights, so we're nameless. It's too many nights, so we're famous. It's too many nights, so we're brainless. Say, they can't show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WWE 2K26 Elimination Chamber Night 2 press conference. Curtis, I know I've realized you have some couple questions. I'm not sure I understand exactly what you mean by that. So maybe if you could be just a little more clear, please. And we'll gladly answer later on in the show. Sebastian Reed, thank you again for commenting. And Samuel Swexiatic, thank you as well. Yes, something to say?
No, I just want to introduce the OTC Roman Reigns for his interview that will be right now.
Absolutely. Roman Reigns.
Hopefully he doesn't say yeah.
Let's hope he uses something different. Roman Reigns, live with us.
Hey, Roman Reigns. Yeah. From thenunogic.ca. My first question, Roman, you defeated Drew McIntyre last night, but it feels like everyone's talking about what happened after the match. Does the victory still mean as much to you? And don't forget,
of course it means something. I didn't step into that ring to make headlines. I stepped into that ring to beat Drew McIntyre, and that's exactly what I did. For weeks he ran his mouth. Cost me my opportunity and thought he was on my level. Tonight I proved he wasn't. Now I understand why everyone's talking about what happened afterward. Shinsuke Nakamura revealed himself. The visionaries showed their true colors. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Roman Reigns beat Drew McIntyre in the middle of this ring. The aftermath is tomorrow's problem. Tonight, the result speaks for itself.
My second question, don't forget, after weeks of mystery, the masked man was revealed to be Shinsuke Nakamura. I know you weren't really, concerned at this, whole situation, but were you surprised by this revelation? And don't forget,
Surprised? No, not at all. Shinsuke Nakamura has always been an assassin. He doesn't knock on the front door, he waits in the shadows, picks his moment, and strikes when you least expect it. Zane Saint Savior said it perfectly last night. He's a true assassin. So no, I wasn't surprised. I was ready. The difference is now he doesn't have a mask to hide behind anymore. And Christian, before I finish, I gotta ask you something. What the fuck was that venez manger stuff? What does that even mean? You just yelled it out for no reason. Come on, man. You bald-ass dumbass. Next time you ask the tribal chief a question, make sure it actually makes sense.
My final question, again, Roman Reigns after, mind you, the Visionaries possibly now include Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Did you see them as the biggest threat in WWE seated today? But look, Roman Reigns, now that we're done, how about you coming?
There you go again. Venez manger. Venez manger. What the hell are you even talking about? You think this is funny? You think I'm up here to be your punchline? Look at you. You're standing there asking me about the Visionaries, but you can't even ask a question without embarrassing yourself. You sound like you got hit in the head before you walked into this room. No brain, egg-headed idiot. Worry about learning how to ask a proper question before you try interviewing the tribal chief. As for the Visionaries, they can wait. Right now, the only thing on my mind is figuring out why they let you in this press conference in the first place.
All right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Roman Reigns insulting the poor, what was it, Christian? Oh
Honestly,
my
he
God.
deserved that. I'm gonna be personally honest. One thing I like to mention, Roman mentioned the fact that I mentioned last night that Shinsuke is a true assassin, and I meant every single word of that.
Yeah. Shinsuke, truly an assassin, and you mentioned it yesterday. And so we've got that, and then this whole situation with our reporter here. That reporter is definitely not gonna go close to Roman Reigns ever again, and we're gonna assure that does not happen again.
He probably will not even come to it. The next, if we ever do a show in London, I hardly doubt he'll probably be showing up at a press conference.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna show up on any press conference anymore. So thank you, Christian. 10 bells for you.
Yeah, but you got buried by Roman Reigns, the OTC.
Yeah, the OTC just straight up buried him. And well, good for Roman Reigns. And that guy was just so unprofessional. And
I agree. He was being a mockery to this business.
Yeah,
and
really.
As much as I hate to say it, well, as much as I truly want to say it, actually, let me rephrase that sentence. As much as I love to say it, he has some good points. But I hate to say it, but I also love to say it. He has some good points. Roman might end up as a target to now not only Seth, not only Drew, but now Shinsuke.
absolutely.
But Jacob, you mentioned this earlier tonight in the kickoff show. He might not even be here for the Visionaries. He might be here just to take out Roman Reigns, do whatever. Yeah, do whatever. Because like I said before, he's an assassin in the night. And honestly, if you wanna doubt the King of Strong Style, I mean, you gotta probably show it to him in the ring.
For real, Jacob. What did you think of Roman Reigns' press conference there?
Well, first of all, he was not messing around with Christian.
No, he was definitely not messing around.
So already now we can see that he's angry. He's for sure angry. He now the Masked Man had some beef with CM Punk on these past Raw, but now I think the Masked Man just got a new beef with the Roman Reigns as well. I don't think Roman is done with Nakamura. I don't think CM Punk is near being done with Nakamura. So I think here we have some potential WrestleMania matches.
And one thing I'd like to mention, sorry to cut you off, but didn't Shinsuke also attack Roman's cousin Jay?
That is true. And he's
So really kind of think about this. Jay might be coming after that same ass man. But we all know Punk and Jay, they got respect for each other. But at the same time, Roman and Punk does not. And I think, Jay's going to stick with family because obviously that's the top thing,
like we saw night 1 of Chamber. Roman Reigns was going to hit that spear on Nakamura. But guess who interfered into a go to sleep, and that was CM Punk. And we can see that Roman Reigns was mad. He wanted to hit that spear, and I think he's gonna get that.
Yeah,
spear.
there's some tensions between Punk and Roman Reigns, but Zayn St. Xavier still believes that we're gonna get a tag team match at WrestleMania between Roman Reigns, CM Punk facing Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke Nakamura. Is that still prediction? Is that prediction still on board for you, Zayn St. Xavier?
Yes and no. And I say that because of the tension they have. I mean, we've all said it best. Roman and Punk do not got the best history with each other. Honestly, like I said before, I'm staying back to the history. I mean, you can go all the way back from a couple years when Roman was in the Shield and Punk was WWE champion. I really don't see them, and we're coming from that year to now. I mean, I don't technically see it being a possibility. I kind of do see it as a triple threat match, but also to mention the fact that Drew was taken out by Roman, but never helped Shinsuke.
Good point. Good point.
But as well, for that prediction of the tag team match, we still do not have the confirmation that Nakamura is with the Visionaries.
That's true. Why are we jumping in all
We
these
are jumping
conclusions?
right away that Nakamura is teaming with the Visionaries because he interfered in half of the Visionaries matchup, which is Drew McIntyre. After the match,
Clearly enough, he attacked him after the match.
exactly. So he technically did not help Drew McIntyre trying to win the match. He went after when Drew McIntyre was out of the ring. He was backstage and he was resting. And as well, afterwards, when Nakamura got attacked, the Visionaries then came back to go help Nakamura. He kept them here, he let him suffer. They never came back. So I don't think Nakamura is with the Visionaries. So I think at Mania we might get Roman versus Nakamura. We might get CM Punk versus Nakamura, or we even might get Jey Uso versus Nakamura. I don't see.
I'm predicting Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, CM Punk versus Rollins, McIntyre, Shinsuke on night 1 of WrestleMania, while Seth Rollins will then defend against Obafemi on night 2.
I'm kind of with that same prediction as well, but I'm not going to jump into conclusions just yet because, like I said before, there's many questions that needs to be answered.
Right.
On why Shinsuke did what he did.
Absolutely.
Early at night 1 last night, and we ain't gonna jump into conclusions yet if Shinsuke is really truly part of the Visionaries or not. But still, he's got a problem with Punk and Roman, and potentially Jay as well. And I just don't see it not being a possibility that eventually it'll be the Visionaries versus Punk and Roman.
Right.
Again, I'm not jumping to conclusions right there.
Imagine if we get that 3-on-3 or that 2-on-2 match between the Visionaries and I'm just gonna call it Team CM Punk. what will happen between CM Punk and Roman Reigns? Will they help each other? Will they help, but like
I'm not sure.
Still be angry, or will they just be
Not
fine?
sure.
They're gonna apologize to each other, and they're just gonna go and try to take down the Visionaries together, and then after just let it go separate and never talk to each other ever again.
This is such a complex story. There's so many possible theories.
Which me, I think it's great.
It's great. We
Very
could have a whole press conference, I believe, on this storyline of the assassin Shinsuke Nakamura and this whole Visionaries. Do you think Roman Reigns got the assassin nickname from you, Zane?
I think he got it from Jay Crow, who said it on the chat at one point, but he also probably
Right.
must have got it from me. As I did mention, he is an assassin. I mean, he's the king of strong style. You really don't, but for a guy that's been, and yes, I'm gonna spread out the history here. This guy's been in New Japan. He did his thing there, and as far as I'm concerned, is there really anything much to say he's not an assassin?
Right. It's safe to say that this was one hell of a weekend. Women's Chamber.
It's safe to say.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, Drew, John Cena, Chris Jericho, Nia Jax in that triple threat match,
Yeah.
Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, and then
The Men's Chamber.
the Men's Chamber. Truly an unforgettable night. We are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. That's our next premium live event, live in Atlanta, episode 17. And before we leave, I'm just going to answer Curtis's question here. He says, do I need custom graphics for a WWE 2K Universe show, or can I use the in-game WWE graphics but make my own storylines? Absolutely, you can. But I find it more creative and a little cooler if you could make your own graphics. But yes, absolutely. If you want to use the in-game graphics, you can. But it's hard because you're sort of limited, with the shows that are
Hey, bro.
offered in WWE 2K. And Zane has another comment. Go ahead.
Really simple tip, I would say, for Curtis, I will say, to make your own universe model. I mean, it's cool if you want to use the in-game graphics. That's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of people do it. But as Skeletor did mention, be more creative, think about like what you want to do with your logos. And listen, I'm a guy who's not only done video editing his whole life. I've done graphic design for pay-per-views. Trust me, it's harder than it looks. But once you get used to it, it will definitely get you to that point, and it will make your universe mode maybe a bit more different and a lot more original for your own mind.
Absolutely. And I think Haunted Jake would agree with this tip. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Elimination Chamber Night 2 press conference. Yes, we're done. A great weekend. Zane, thank you for joining. Haunted Jacob, thank you.
Very happy to be here.
And, I'll thank myself for also being here as well. A great weekend. We're on the road to Chamber. We're going to see you on Raw from Louisville. We might get the debut of Zayn Saint Saber as a potential second commentator or an announcer. We'll see.
And we will see. And boys, we are on the road to WrestleMania Atlanta. But right now, it is the Elimination Chamber press conference in London. I am Saint Savior, Skeletor, Haunted Jacob. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, y'all.
Have a good night, everyone. Before we go, for those who did not see the Roman Reigns interview, we're going to play it one more time for you guys. And Venez manger, yeah. The OTC. And after, that will be it. So for those who want to stick around for about 3 minutes, we'll stick around. Zane, it was a pleasure. Mr. Haunted Jacob, it was a pleasure. We'll see you on Raw
It was a pleasure being with y'all.
in Louisville. See you.
Hey, Roman Reigns. Hey, Fia. From theNonagic.ca. My first question, Roman, you defeated Drew McIntyre last night, but it feels like everyone's talking about what happened after the match. Does the victory still mean as much to you? And don't forget, Jay.
Of course it means something. I didn't step into that ring to make headlines. I stepped into that ring to beat Drew McIntyre, and that's exactly what I did. For weeks he ran his mouth, cost me my opportunity, and thought he was on my level. Tonight I proved he wasn't. Now I understand why everyone's talking about what happened afterward. Shinsuke Nakamura revealed himself. The visionaries showed their true colors. But don't let that distract you from the fact that Roman Reigns beat Drew McIntyre in the middle of this ring. The aftermath is tomorrow's problem. Tonight, the result speaks for itself.
My second question, don't forget, Jay. After weeks of mystery, the masked man was revealed to be Shinsuke Nakamura. I know you weren't really, concerned at this, whole situation, but were you surprised by this revelation? And don't forget, good.
Surprised? No, not at all. Shinsuke Nakamura has always been an assassin. He doesn't knock on the front door, he waits in the shadows, picks his moment, and strikes when you least expect it. Zane Saint Savior said it perfectly last night. He's a true assassin. So no, I wasn't surprised. I was ready. The difference is now he doesn't have a mask to hide behind anymore. And Christian, before I finish, I gotta ask you something. What the fuck was that venez manger stuff? What does that even mean? You just yelled it out for no reason. Come on, man. You bald-ass dumbass. Next time you ask the tribal chief a question, make sure it actually makes sense.
My final question, again, Roman Reigns after, mind you, the Visionaries possibly now include Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Did you see them as the biggest threat in WWE scene today? But look, Roman Reigns, now that we're done, how about you coming?
There you go again. Venez manger. Venez manger. What the hell are you even talking about? You think this is funny? You think I'm up here to be your punchline? Look at you. You're standing there asking me about the Visionaries, but you can't even ask a question without embarrassing yourself. You sound like you got hit in the head before you walked into this room. No brain, egg-headed idiot. Worry about learning how to ask a proper question before you try interviewing the tribal chief. As for the Visionaries, they can wait. Right now, the only thing on my mind is figuring out why they let you in this press conference in the first place.